Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Beckham's Giants going up against Bryant's Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense for New York.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a second down throw for Winston. He completes it to Julio Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. They go play action here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact to give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Complete. Richardson has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 22 on that one. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Winston now to throw on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. They'll send Beckham in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. Touchdown, A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Bryant spread out to the right. Now Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
That's taken on the 25. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back to get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Give. This is Washington. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. play clock winding down. Winston now. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll drop to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hey, we got three. Let's go. 190.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go. 38.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ten yards to go on 3rd. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And it's up and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Winston lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake. Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 3rd and long for Winston. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Jameis now on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They go play action. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Winston from the gun on third down. It's caught. Shepard. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Jameis to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And hauled in by Gathers. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On play action, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now out come the Giants. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They go play action. Winston surveying the field. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play fake. Winston. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it off. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Ready. Blue ready. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy, easy.
On third down, Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage. But you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll get it into enemy territory. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about... And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Come on, let's go.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd down following the run. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On 3rd down, Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.